All right, guys, you're listening to the Inspirational Power Hour. And you know what? I'm so super excited today. The guest that we have with us today, he's definitely not a newcomer to the gospel industry. He's been around for a while making great music, and he's back with more music. So, guys, listen, let's take time. I'm so excited to talk to none other than Mark Hubbard. How you doing, Mark?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Thank you so much for taking time and for sharing with our listeners today. Listen, we know that you've been in the gospel industry for a while, and for some of our listeners that may not be familiar with you necessarily with your music, tell us a little bit about how you got started in ministry in music and your journey up until now.
Wow. So I've been in gospel music now for 30 years, over 30 years. Can you believe I know it's a long time. I got started when I was 8 years old. I come from a family of musicians. My mom was a pastor and a musician. My father was an assistant pastor. He also was a musician. So I grew up with music in the church. I'm a PK, and I became the minister of music of my church at the age of 8 years old, and was in love with music. It's been in me ever since. And then at the age of 19, once I graduated from high school and went to college, I actually became really embarked in music, doing it full time as a profession, as long as going to school and things like that. So that's kind of basically how my journey began up to this point where I am now.
Wow. And so, Mark, I'm interested. How many recordings, how many CDs have you done in the span of your career?
Wow. Over the span of my career, I've done now approximately 7 CDs. We released 7 CDs. I've kind of paced myself when I released CDs. I kind of took a break in between so that I make sure that, I'm fresh with my music and that it's, always come from a place that I know that people's lives will be touched. So through the course, like I said, by myself personally, with my own personal CDs, about 7, but I've worked on a lot of CDs across the country with other artists and things like that. And out of those 7 CDs, we've been blessed to, have a great career.
Okay, 7 CDs, and the first one was what year?
1992.
And what was the title of it?
Trust in Jesus.
All right, so you've had the opportunity, as you said just now, to work on other projects as well. So tell us who some of those other artists are that you've had the opportunity to work with.
Well, I've worked with Sweet Holy Spirit, Bishop Trotter. Oh my God, I've worked on. Yeah, that's one there. Guys, there's been so many. My mind is crazy, but yeah, definitely Bishop Trotter. I was awarded the fact to produce his first CD, and I worked on a couple of CDs with him as well. So that's one artist, I can tell you that much.
So, Mark, I'm curious to know. You've worked with so many great artists and produced a lot of music over the years. Who has been some of your greatest influences musically and spiritually?
Well, I would say out of the span of my career, first of all, I started out as a young boy. Dr. Chandra Wise at the Cosmopolitan Church of Prayer was definitely my first. Looking Bronson and tons of community singers, just growing up listening to their music. And as I grew older and older and became into my own, Edward Hawkins, Walter Hawkins, Andre Crouch. And then I had the great opportunity to run into my mentor, God rest his soul, Orlando Draper. That's who he actually wrote the title cut of Trust in Jesus to my first CD. And then I had an awesome opportunity to, work with and be mentored by Donald Lawrence and Richard Smallwood. So those are some of my musical icons. And of course, you cannot forget the great Thomas Whitfield. So this is just some of the influences that influenced my life throughout my career.
All right, so listen, we're here today to talk about brand new music and the new single, Faith Fail Not. So tell us about this, who you worked with, who wrote it. Just give us all the details.
Faith Fail Not is, like I said before, whenever I get ready to do a project, I always make sure that the songs come from a place of life experiences, or either come from a place that I know that people can definitely be blessed and touched by. I just don't want music with a beat on nice track. I just want the words that make sure they touch people's life and encourage them to where they are. And in my journey, my life, I've had some ups and downs, and I went to a really bad season in my life. And the only thing I had to rely on was God, and I understand that He put me in a place that I had no other choice but to trust Him. and I had to lean on my faith. And I tell people I'm very transparent because people say I got faith for the size of mustard seed. I got the faith. I got the faith. And sometimes people are just not. Well, I think to myself, I'm just very transparent. When I lost faith, I gave up. Like, okay, I just. This is just not happening. I don't know what's going on. But although I gave up, he didn't give up on me. So, and then he still looked out for me. He still took care of me. And, now I'm getting up on my feet and these are coming and they're shining and lighted. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But, this song, Faith or Not, as I was getting ready for the project, my little brother, it's called my little god, but his name is Tone Ross. He wrote this song and I heard it and I was like, oh my God, I've got to record this song because it says if you just have the faith, he won't fail you. Just keep the faith, and his faith or not, he'll always come through for you. And that's my life testimony. And that's why I want people to be encouraged by this song. Just if you just hold on to the faith, it may be hard, but hold on to the faith because he'll always come through for you. And so this is where this song comes from, and this is why I had to release the song as my next single because I wanted people to be encouraged by it.
Awesome. All right, guys, listen, we're about to take a listen to the single, but do we have the full project, a date for release for the full project yet?
The full project will be out sometime in November or maybe the top part of 2016, but we're definitely pushing for November. We're just pushing the single right now, and but the full project is definitely on its way.
Okay, Mark, so before we get a chance to listen to the music, I would love it if you would share with our listeners, give them all of your contact information, how they can keep up with you on social media, your ministry, give them all of the details.
Okay, sure. I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram at Mark Hubbard 1015. That's Mark Hubbard 1015. On Instagram and Twitter, and on Facebook it's just Mark Hubbard. Yes, we can definitely reach me out right there, and you find all the information, booking, contact information, contact number, it's all there on my Instagram and my Twitter page.
All right, so guys, make sure that you stay connected and that you're on the lookout for that full project. But right now, we're about to take a listen to the brand new single from Mark Hubbard. And you know what, Mark? I want you to introduce this to our listeners.
Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax. I want you to be encouraged by this song. This song is definitely going to bless your heart. Listen to the words. The song is called Faith or Not.
We came to encourage you that no matter what you're going through, as Jesus said to Peter in Luke 22 and 32, your faith won't be defeated. I will come through for you. I have prayed for you. Put your hands together right here. Faith fail not. Oh yeah. That's your faith fail not. Come on, ladies. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, I'll do it for you. God said, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Okay, Nicole, sing the verse for me.
I know you've been sick for a very long time and you don't want to give up.